So someone had asked for me to do my whole progression of my garage unit. And this is what I come up with, researching other videos and what other people had done before. When I first started, I got this unit and didn't do anything to it, and I just put it in the garage, and it would blow out cool air, but it would never get cool in the garage. And part of the problem is I started with that vinyl thing, and that let so much heat into the garage itself. And then before I made this unit here, it would suck up all the air out of the garage, so that'd be even the cool air that I'm pumping out. So I enclosed all this with a 6-inch cap on, zip tied it to the screen because it just kept coming off of the tape. And then I went and got insulated 6-inch duct, and that has kept a whole lot of heat out. So I had some old exhaust fans up here, so I already had a hole in the garage. So I used a styrofoam cooler, put another 6-inch attachment here, attached it to here, pulling air out, going to the unit, and then the hot air is going back out. So then that worked. And then I just had a garden hose here. Well, then I come in an hour and it said error that the bottom was full. It can't evaporate fast enough because I got so much moisture in the air. So then I tried a bucket. It would fill up too fast, and I actually didn't make it here fast enough, so I got water or overfull fill. So then I come down and I couldn't get the water to run. It would stop here. So somehow it was getting a vacuum in the line. It wasn't letting the water push out. So even with it being elevated up, for some reason it would pull a vacuum, so this tubing wasn't working. So initially I tried putting a T here, and the only mistake I made is I just put a T. I didn't put any hose up, and water just kept pulling out. So it would run to here, run up the T, and it would come out. So you can see the water flowing through now. So then I brought my T back to here, and I brought a tube up that goes to the top. So even if it backfilled a little bit, water would have a place to go and not spill out onto the floor. So now with this air back here, it breaks the siphon or the vacuum, and when the water goes down, air follows and just pushes it on out into the side. So I finally found a system that worked. I made a 1-line continuous drain off of these 2 ports. Like I said in my previous video, the hardest part was this attachment here. It's smaller than it's smaller than a garden hose. 3/8. All this is 3/8. I didn't really want to go back and buy anything else, so I cut the end of a 3/8 off, spliced it a little bit, and just stretched it over it and zip tied it down or clamped it down. Since there's no pressure on it, it's holding. Maybe bigger tubing would have helped, but this is what I went. Now I got it working, so I'm not worried about it. You may see the pool noodles here. That was the other problem I had. If I didn't have any of it supported, it would sag. So the pool noodles helps keep it, helps keep my pitch right. And now I got a continuous drain outside. And that is how I fixed that problem. I went ahead and posted this because I looked, found all kinds of ideas what people would use. The insulated hoses I got, but I could never find anybody had tried to do this without having to worry about emptying a pan or putting a bucket underneath it and dripping. So that's how I got water to continuously drain without having me worry about or checking on the unit.
this helps.